ever so slightly. Tony comes down, no place for Gordon to go, and here's Tony over here on the front straightaway, and watch this.
And on pit road, Stewart expresses his displeasure with Jeff Gordon.
And if when he gets down here and gets this thing wound up, he might have some more things to say.
We have heard they have reserved seats in the front of that red NASCAR truck.
How about Elliott Sadler, though?
Oh,
80 races, his first win, and for the Wood brothers, some of the nicest people in auto racing.
Oh, this is fantastic.
They get to go to victory lane.
Bro.
Missed the wall, but everybody got by. And there's Stewart's crumpled car. Now this is post-race, after the race, coming on to pit road.
And yeah, I'd say he's having brake trouble. That's what I'd say.
Jeannie?
Well, never have so few got by with so little. Pat Bryson, the crew chief of the 21. You're a genius. Why no pit stop? You're a genius.
Well, track position was really important. We had a really good car on long runs all day. We just never get some track position, but the Motograph quality parts car just ran splendid all day, and Elliott did an awesome job there at the end. Just, you know, saved his tires and saved them for the end. And I'm so happy for Eddie and Lynn and Glenn, and just for everybody. It was awesome.
Best wishes from everybody in the booth, including Jeff Hammond, who said go get him and go get to victory lane.
Let me give you a little,
thank you very much.
A little history, folks. Some of the people who have won for the Wood brothers: Dale Jarrett, Morgan Shepherd, Kyle Petty, David Pearson, A.J. Foyt, Bill Dennis, Cale Yarborough, Tiny Lund, Marvin Panch, Curtis Turner. There is a long list. 17 different drivers have won races in Winston Cup for the Wood brothers. Buddy Baker is on that list. Neil Bonnet. And now Elliott Sadler. Boy, he's in good company.
He is. Dale Jarrett won his first race driving that 21 car at Michigan. Now, I tell you, he'll have a lot of bologna burgers tonight. He may break that record tonight. I don't know if I'd have got up there or not. They've been frowning on that a little bit lately, but I think they'll cut him some slack. First time he's won a race.
In the midst of all that, Steve Burns.
Thanks, Mike. Elliott Sadler, what do you think about that, boy? How did you win that race, and what does it mean to you?
It means more than anything in the world. It's hard to win these Winston Cup races, even finishing the top 10, but Pat Bryson made a good call to stay out. We had older tires than everybody else. We had a pretty good call. Just one thing, everybody in Motocraft Quality Parts, Ford, Air Force, for really believing in us, seeing something in us that we didn't see. So, hey, we're so happy about this. I don't know what to do.
And you thought you had a flat tire at the end.
Yeah, I bumped with Harvick, and I thought I messed up my right front. I just probably knocked the toe out a little bit, but it's good enough to win, boys. I tell you, we're in victory lane at Bristol. We get to go to the Winston. We're going to run the Winston in Charlotte. We're going to win that one, too.
All right, go get them. We had more fireworks at the end of the race.
Dick Berggren.
Okay, Jeff Gordon, what happened between you and Tony Stewart at the end?
Well, I've been working on him for a long time. Come off at 2, had a great run, and he got sideways, and I got underneath him, and he just turned down on me. You know, I did everything I could to keep from hitting him because I don't want to, you know, take a guy on the last lap. But hey, I got the position. We're battling all the way to the end. This is Bristol, and I'm going to do everything I can for the position. And I don't see anything wrong with what I did. You know, I thought that it was pretty clean. But I just want to say thanks to everybody with DuPont and Pepsi, Quaker State, GMAC, Chevrolet. You know, this was a great effort for us today.
How about the retaliation? How about Tony coming back at you? Is that okay?
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Okay, Mike.
Well, it's nice when you can laugh about it afterwards, but that's 2 drivers fighting for 1 spot on the last lap.
Yeah, it is, and I know Jeff wouldn't have done that, but hey, I see he's having trouble. He can't even get it. He's having trouble in the pits. I think he might have a brake problem. That's what I think. I tell you, Jeff said he wasn't surprised. I'm surprised he didn't hit him harder. That's what I wasn't surprised in.
Well, let's meet the runner-up who also had a great day, Matt Yoakum.
And he almost put Dodge back in victory lane. John Andretti, did those late cautions hurt you because your car looks very stout on long runs?
It did, but the late caution hurt me because a lap car got me up in the outside wall and it bent the rear end, and I was way too tight from then on. I drove as hard as I could to catch Elliott. The closer I got to him, though, the more I pushed, and so he did a great job. I was never going to touch him, but I was going to try and get around him, and because I don't like racing like that. I don't like people racing me like that, and he deserves it. It's a great win for him and the whole Wood Brothers team.
Well, good job. John Andretti comes home second.
That's his dad Aldo with him. Mario Andretti's twin brother. John is Mario's nephew, Michael's cousin, and another great racing family. Wow, what a wild one at Bristol. Elliott Sadler wins it. John Andretti second. The Wood brothers and the Pettys 1-2. Jeremy Mayfield for Penske, Jeff Gordon for Hendrick, and Ward Burton for Bill Davis. Your top 5. Three makes in the top 5 today.
Steve Park had that strong race car about mid-race, comes back to finish 9th.
And Bobby Hamilton hung in there and finished 8th. That's another great day for him. And there's Sterling in 12th.
How about Kevin LePage in the 4 car? First time there, comes home with the top 15.
That's a big improvement for them. I know that'll help them a lot. Dale Jarrett just never could get back to, came in, got those tires late and couldn't get going.
Casey Atwood survives Bristol, the rookie, and Tony Stewart there 25th. We're trying to interview Tony, but he has been summoned to the NASCAR office in the garage area.
Take a ticket, take a seat.
Johnny Benson coming here 3rd in points, had that flat tire, ends up 26th.
Poor old Jerry Nadeau. I mean, he was into everything today, from the very beginning to the very end.
Ken Schrader, Mark Martin got wrecked, but got back on track and finished this race ahead of some other fellows who weren't quite so fortunate. Next week, the Super Speedway in Texas, but in 2 weeks, we've got more short track racing for you. We're going to that little paperclip of a track, Martinsville Speedway, in 2 weeks in Virginia. Can't wait to get there. How about the Winston Cup point standings? Do we have another new point leader, the 6th one of the year? No, Dale Jarrett.
Ooh, hung on.
Hung on. Jeff Gordon, Marlin, Benson, Park.
Look who's 9th in points. Today's winner, Elliott Sadler.
Bobby Hamilton up to 8th. How about that? Look at last year's champion, Bobby Labonte. Tough sledding back there, 19th in the standings.
Kevin Harvick only run 5 of the 6 races, of course. He's 13th in points.
Some guys that are digging some mighty deep holes in this point championship race.
And some contenders who aren't even in that top 30, like Jeff Burton, who's just had nothing but trouble in this early season. Let's go back down to the garage.
And another great run by young driver Jeremy Mayfield. Boy, a big finish for this team.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. You come to Bristol and Darlington last week, you know, that's when this team's the best, man, when we get down. And we're 4th in the points, and we all got together and said, we got to turn this thing around, you know, and it's a tough race team. And takes a lot more than that to get us down. I'm just proud of them, man. The engines ran good all day, handled good all day, great stops, all you can ask for.
Momentum building run for Jeremy Mayfield to dig.
Well, if you're looking for Jeff Gordon or Tony Stewart, this is where you'll find them. Both of them are right up in the front of the truck. Let's go to the studio and Chris.
All right, thank you very much. Starting 38th, no one has come from so far back to win at this great track at Bristol, a theater in the round, if you will, and high drama for Elliott Sadler. And again, we have a different winner this year, and the gamble paying off for the Wood brothers and Pat Tryson, new crew chief, new sponsor for Elliott Sadler.
All I can say right now is congratulations to all those involved, because I love Elliott to death. I think he's a great driver. Pat Tryson and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm really glad he's got a chance to get into victory lane. And how about the Wood brothers, Eddie, Lynn, and Leonard? I mean, it's a great group right there. It's an exciting place to come to and win a race. I couldn't be more happier than those guys right there for the Wood brothers today. This is a great race.
Briefly, Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart going at it. A little history. Remember at Watkins Glen they went at each other.
Short track racing at its finest. These guys have been together before and had some confrontation. And, you know, I think it made worse because of Tony Stewart's frustrating season.
All right, they are closing the door on the big red truck there. The NASCAR officials talking with Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon. And we're about ready to close the door on things here in Bristol. Next week, we will move the Hollywood Hotel, our entire crew, taking you from the Hart Jr., the defending champion there, NASCAR Victory Lane, wraps things up as you get a look at Victory Lane. And how about the season? We talked with Dale Jarrett, the points leader, who's still the points leader before. He said it's been a topsy-turvy season.
It's been a great year so far. We topsy-turvy. I mean, you got another new winner right here. The guys gamble today. I mean, this is what racing in NASCAR is all about. Taking a chance and sticking it out there on the edge. And today, those guys come home, you know, first.
All right, for Jeff Hammond, for Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Larry McReynolds, our entire pit crew, and all the technical people who work so hard to bring you the racing here on Fox from the exciting Bristol Motor Speedway. We thank you for joining us. Be with us next Sunday on Fox next weekend as we bring you more racing. It starts with a lot of bumping and grinding, as you would expect, on the short track, on the concrete, just over a half mile. Mark Martin, your pole sitter, another disappointing finish for Martin and Jeff Burton, running into each other. Roush racing out of the picture, but number 21 came up big. The first victory of the career in his 80th Winston Cup start. Elliott Sadler goes home king of the hill.